and welcome to this month's Karratha market update, and straight into the sales market. There's currently 184 properties listed for sale, and when I filter that down, there's 75 properties currently under offer, which means there's still 109 properties actively for sale in the Karratha marketplace. That means the supply level is currently up slightly. We normally like to see around 70 to 80 properties listed on market to have that feeling that the market is quite strong and competitive, but with an uptick that we've seen over the last 3 to 4 months, we're seeing things soften off ever so slightly. What this means for the market currently is that if you're considering selling your home right now, there's a little bit less optimism and more realism around the price you can actually achieve, and we're seeing some properties not achieve that premium price that we might have seen in comparisons in the first quarter of 2026. We believe this is the case because out of the 12 properties that we've already sold in July, only 4 of those properties had multiple bidders or multiple offers on those particular properties, meaning the other 8 properties only had one singular buyer that was prepared to commit to a contract on that particular property. Out of those 4 properties that had multiple offers or multiple bidders on them, only one of them was under the $750,000 mark, which means the other 3 were above the $750,000 and closer to that $900,000 to $1 million, which says to me there's still demand and competition for high quality, high-end homes, but it's really inside that $750,000 and under price point where we're seeing a little bit of softening, an oversupply of stock, and the demand not meeting the same amount of stock level that we're seeing on market currently. Now, what this means for you if you're looking to buy a property is that it sounds like a typical real estate agent thing to say, but now is the time to be making a decision to enter the property market. There's undoubtedly more supply on the market, which means there's potential for you to get a slightly better deal than what you might have been in the earlier parts of the year. Or, in my prediction, what we typically see year on year is that from August all the way through to November, the market does start to see an influx of new buyer engagement and more competition inside the property market. So now's the time to be decisive, jump into the market, find the property you like while there's a lot of choice, and secure your home now. One thing to note though is that there is still a lack of supply of high quality stock. In the suburb of Baynton, which is highly sought after, there's only 2 4-bedroom properties available for lease right now, and for the balance of the market, there's an additional 9 4-bedroom properties, which says to me there's still not a lot of stock available for families that are trying to relocate to the area or upgrade out of a 3-bedroom property into a 4-bedroom property, as there's currently only 11 properties available with 4 bedrooms in the Karratha market space. To summarize today's Karratha market update, it's clear to me that the sales market is holding, if not tapering back ever so slightly, and the rental market stays really strong still throughout the winter period, and with supply levels still remaining at an all-time low. Thanks so much for joining me for this month's Karratha market update. If you need any assistance from a real estate perspective, contact Realmark Karratha on 9197 2600.